Boom. Let's go, Bourbon Quest. Alright, it's your host, Bourbon Steve. Well, we finally made it to day 30 of National Bourbon Heritage Month. So we're closing it out tonight. 30 whiskeys in 30 days. Stay hydrated, my friends. Alright, so let's do it. Well, I thought we would close it out with none other than the ultimate bourbon tater bottle. None other than Blanton's, the original single barrel bourbon whiskey. Let's see, it's got this fish. Let's see, I'll move this fishing it up a little bit so I can read it. This bourbon whiskey dumped on 5/4/21 from barrel number 75, stored in warehouse H on rick number 38, individually selected, filtered and bottled by hand at 93 proof. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. What else? Each bottle is recorded with the master register at Blanton's Distilling Company. This registered bottle number is, I don't know if I've ever even read that before. This bottle number is 160. Distilled and bottled by Blanton Distilling Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. What else does it say on here? Anything else? Put the little fishnet hose back on it. Sexy bottle. The finest bourbon in the world comes from a single barrel. Then you got, oh, what does it say in this little tag? The finest bourbon in the world comes from a single barrel, never blended with whiskey from any other barrel. Bourbon's peak maturity varies from barrel to barrel, and only a master distiller can determine the exact moment the whiskey has been aged to perfection and deemed worthy of the Blanton's label. Which means no barrel of Blanton's is ready until it's truly ready. Colonel Albert B. Blanton's time-honored tradition lives on today through the handful of barrels from the center of Warehouse H that are selected to become Blanton's single barrel bourbon. This sour mash bourbon whiskey has body, bouquet, and character unrivaled by any other. This is the original single barrel bourbon whiskey. Okay. Well, you know my thoughts if you've watched any of my videos around Blanton's before, but you know, what better way to close out National Bourbon Heritage Month with a bottle of Blanton's, the ultimate tater bottle, which I do like. It's just that it's overhyped and overvalued, and it's good, it's just not great. But it's good, it's solid. I always have one on my shelf. I've killed, since my Bourbon Quest, at least 5, maybe 6. And I've got this one and 1, 2, 3, 4 more back there in reserve. So, I mean, other than the first two I picked up, I paid over MSRP. But it was early on in my Bourbon Quest, and you know, like many of you and many others, just had to have it. So I paid like $120 for those. Since then, I've not paid above MSRP. So, and so like I said, let's just call it 5 for argument's sake that I've killed. This one and 4 more others, so that's 5 more. So I've gotten like 10 of these during my Bourbon Quest, and only 2 of those early on did I pay above MSRP. So they're out there, they're available. Now, are you just going to walk in and find it sitting on the shelf? No. But, and I honestly don't even know why you should be hunting this bottle. When you can get it at MSRP, yeah, get it. It's solid, it's good, but I don't even know its value anymore. I think the MSRP right now, I think, is about $75. Well, that was a store pick. So usually the store picks might be a little bit more. So let's just call it 65 to 70. which, I mean, in today's market, that's just is what it is. I would never pay any more. I've already admitted my first two I paid 120 for, but I would not pay over $100 for this. And honestly, it should be priced between 50 to 60 for what it is and what it offers, to be honest. But I know that's not realistic. You're probably looking at more between 65 and 75 for MSRP. You know, I would not pay more than $100 for it. It's, even if you don't have it, don't pay more than $100. So they, you know, the beautiful horsey topper, can spell out Blanton's. This particular one is letter S. So yeah, crossing the finish line, I guess, there on letter S, the last letter in Blanton's. All right, well, let's let you take a look. It's the iconic grenade bottle Blanton's that every tater in the world chases. All right, cork pop. It's not a new bottle, but we're gonna cork pop it. Yeah. So let's pour it in the glass, because I do like Blanton's. I'm not one of those that say I don't like it. I just think it's overhyped, overvalued, and people go crazy for it for no apparent reason. All right. But I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's nothing special. I mean, the nose is solid. I get orange, cherry, vanilla, caramel. It's 93 proof. I mean, the nose is sweet, enjoyable, inviting, but nothing complex or unique about it. I mean, yeah, cherry, orange, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of spice, a little bit of creme brulee. All right, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Again, nothing exciting, easy sipper. I do get that orange, cherry, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of spice. It's solid, it's good, but it's not great. And I guarantee you, I can pick out 6 or more bottles less expensive, easily available, that drink better than this. So let me know, Bourbon Quest. Leave me a comment. Why is there still so much hype on this? Like, I get it that it's good. I get it that it's a cool bottle. I get it that Buffalo Trace does amazing things, but I don't understand why people will, you know, knock over small children to get a bottle. Like, it's solid, it's good, but it's overpriced, way overvalued. I just don't get it anymore. Like, I can see, I know it's everybody's first tater bottle. Everybody has to have a bottle of Blanton's. I get that. But once you've had one, okay, once you've had 2, I don't see what the draw is anymore. Because hopefully, by the time you've had 2, you've had other bourbon experiences and you've realized that there are better bottles that are cheaper, that are available. So why this is still in such high demand and people will knock over small children to get a bottle, that part I really don't get. But it's good, it's solid. Cheers. I mean, I enjoy it. It's sweet, it's subtle, it's an easy drinker, but I don't get the hype. I mean, I give it to Sazerac and Buffalo Trace, the great marketing machine they are, because they have created this hype around this bottle that is probably unprecedented. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Crazy. But you should be able to get it. And yeah, and that disclaimer is that I've had several. I will continue to buy them. I do enjoy it. I'm not chasing it anymore. When I'm able to get it at MSRP, sure, I'm gonna pick one up. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna share it with friends, but because it is good, it's just not. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's not life changing. So I still don't get the hype. So please leave a comment. Tell me why this is so hyped. Why are so many people chasing this and knocking over children to get to it? That part I do not get at all. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Alright, like I said, it's good. I like it. I'm going to take another pour. And then we'll move on and do something else. But hey, happy National Bourbon Heritage Month. It's the greatest month of the year. I thought we would close it out with Blanton's, the ultimate Tater bottle. While good is not great, but hey, if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That helps the channel out as we try to ramp up those subscriptions. And then you want to do yourself a favor, ring that bell for notifications. That way you don't miss a damn thing here on Bourbon Quest. But now that September is over, the number of videos will scale back a little bit, at least until December. I mean, we'll still be trying to get bottles, review them, what have you. Try and get some people on the channel. I don't understand why that's so difficult, but I guess people just don't have the same love of bourbon that I do, that are friends of mine. But nonetheless, we'll be continuing to put out content, video, just not every day like we did in September. But yeah, on nights off that I have in October, we'll do some shit. Hopefully by the end of the year, first of the year, we'll start doing a live stream. I want to get that going. I've been meaning to do that. It's just a matter of figuring it out and having the time. But I do appreciate all of you subscribers. Oh, one other thing, smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithms to get it out to more people. Let me know your thoughts on Blanton's. You've heard mine. And then, like I said, we'll continue to put out content in October and November. We'll definitely be doing a Thanksgiving edition. Maybe we'll try to make that our first live stream. I don't know how we'll let it go over. I know a lot of times people are spending time with family and friends on Thanksgiving, but we'll see. We'll probably be doing something for Black Friday. Yeah, that would be the day after Thanksgiving. And then December, we'll be back on for an Advent calendar. So I think it's either 24 or 25 bottles, probably 25. And then right after Christmas, we'll be knocking out the contenders for Bourbon of the Year, which the list is, it's not, the list right now, I don't know the number. I want to say it's probably between 25 and 30 bottles, which is a little misleading because I think this will be the third year in my Bourbon Quest, because I started in 2020. So yeah, 2020, yeah, 2021, and this is 2022. So this will be the third year in my bourbon quest. And yeah, so my number one bottle for 2020 was Bardstown Discovery Batch 3. Last year was Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Coy Hill. And I think this will be the most bottles, and there's probably going to be more added because we've still got, what, 3 more months left in this year. So this is the 30 bottles, 25 to 30 bottles that I've already kind of written down as contenders to compete to reveal our top 10 whiskeys of the year. It's probably the most, obviously, up to this point. But that being said, I think there's some good to great ones in there. But by and large, I've not been wowed by. I think this is the least number of bottles I've been actually just wow by. Maybe that's just because I'm further on in my bourbon quest and my distinguishing qualities have gotten narrower or whatever. But I will say there's at least 2 freaking hitters that are going to battle it out for Whiskey of the Year. We'll see if that holds true, but I know there's at least two that are worthy of Whiskey of the Year. The other ones I think are just going to be competing for 3rd through 10th, but again, we still got 3 more months, so a lot of shit can happen. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Alright. Yeah, it's good. Solid. I do like blends, but yeah, I'm going to shut up about that. Just let me know why you are chasing it so much. Why you love it so much. Why you're willing to, like, take off work to go get it or something. I just do not get it. It's not that great. It's good, just not great. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. And hey, I hope you've enjoyed National Bourbon Heritage Month. I know I have. I'm just glad I made it through. Cheers. Alright. That's a wrap, yo. We'll see you next time right here on Bourbon Quest. Haha. That's a wrap, yo. Ba 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 ba.